What's good, y'all? And welcome to my review of Thor Ragnarok. And I gotta say, this is not only the best in the Thor trilogy, but one of the best MCU movies, period. Now, is it the best MCU movie, as some of the trailers, commercials may say? No. Civil War and The Winter Soldier are still better movies, in my opinion, but this is at number 3. This movie was fucking phenomenal. Let's talk about it. So, Thor Ragnarok is directed by Taika Waititi, if I say his name right, and of course stars Chris Hemsworth as Thor. Seriously, this man has been crafted by the gods themselves to play Thor. He's great. Kate Blanchett, who plays Hela, which I can definitely say is one of the best ones we found on the MCU. She's not as good as say Loki or or Michael Keaton as Vulture in Spider-Man, which he's definitely my favorite MCU villain. Was definitely him. Michael Keaton's Michael Keaton. I mean, I don't need to say more about it, but anyway. And of course, Tom Hiddleston. I'm shit reading. Tom Hiddleston as Loki. I probably say this wrong. I think I said let him. Anyway, we got Tessa Thomason as Valkyrie, and of course, Taika Waititi actually plays Krang, the guy, the guy with the guy that's rocking the M16s. Yeah, he's actually, and of course, Mark Ruffalo as the Hulk, aka Bruce Banner, and Idris Elba as Heimdall, the Guardian. So the plot of Thor Ragnarok is, of course, if you guys remember back in the Avengers Age of Ultron, Thor went in that pool and he had this dream, and apparently he's been getting this dream over and over. I'm guessing over the past 2 years of Ragnarok, which is pretty much just Armageddon for Asgard. So of course, Thor is trying to stop Ragnarok from occurring, but he gets captured. He gets captured and then sets this new planet, and he has to go through this. He has to go through this warrior gauntlet. He has to go through this tournament to get out. Hulk is there with him as well, and we also got Hela, who's coming over. Coming to take over Asgard, and of course Thor has to stop him with his Revengers. Avengers, no. So, like I said, the cast themselves was fucking phenomenal. I mean, Chris Hemsworth as Thor. Do I even need to say anything about how great he was? Just Chris Hemsworth does a fantastic job as Thor. Of course, Tom Hiddleston does a fantastic job as Loki. Once again, he has been crafted by the gods themselves to play Loki. And definitely, Tessa Thomason, who plays Valkyrie, was also fantastic. Definitely on the levels of Scarlett Johansson as Black Widow in terms of badassery. Excuse me. And I hope we see her in future MCU movies. Maybe also being Natalie Portman's replacement. Because, actually, guys, in case you guys didn't know, I guess this is like a mild spoiler for you guys, but yeah, Natalie Portman, she out. She's not in this movie at all, and we're both never gonna see her again because apparently they broke up. Yeah, we don't see a scene with them together, Natalie Portman and Thor, and they mutually decide, to break up, or we see Natalie Portman just dump him, or Thor dump her. No, we get some fangirl of Thor, who's in the middle, tells her that, and says, oh, I'm sorry you broke up with your girlfriend while she's in the middle taking a selfie. Which I guess I was kind of so disappointed about that, because I feel like I'm one of the few people that actually like the human characters in Thor. Now I'm not going to sleep now that they're gone, but I enjoyed Natalie Portman. I enjoyed Natalie Portman and the Thormers, and I enjoyed her intern and the old guy. I enjoyed them. It's kind of the same girl, but I won't lose sleep over it. Anyway, so yeah, and definitely Kate Blanchett, she did a fantastic job as Hela. Definitely the third best villain in the MCU. Fantastic job. And like I said, Tessa Thompson did an excellent job as Valkyrie. And like I said, I hope we see her more in more MCU movies. Possibly, maybe she helps out. Maybe she backs up Thor in Infinity Wars. Which, I'm so hyped for Infinity Wars. And definitely Mark Ruffalo as Hulk. Fantastic job. Definitely, and it was also nice to see the seeing a Planet Hulk. Or if any of you guys actually read the story of Planet Hulk, can you please explain to me this? Is the art called is it called Planet Hulk or World War Hulk? Because I keep hearing people telling me they say like, oh, it was nice to see World War Hulk in the movie and see World War Hulk in there. Or I hear people saying Planet Hulk. Is it like were those two different arcs in the same universe, or was it just one arc that goes by two different names? If any of you guys can answer that question, please leave it down in the comments below, because I'm so confused. I'm like, why? I'm hearing some people say World War Hulk. I'm hearing World War Hulk. I have others tell me it's Planet. I have others saying Planet Hulk, which I've personally, in case you guys wondering, I've actually never read the comic, but I have actually watched the anime movie that Marvel did back like 2008. I think it came out around the same time Incredible Hulk came out. Back when Marvel was actually doing anime before they just completely just gave up on that, just like DC took the reins. But yeah, no, I don't remember. I remember fuck all from it, because that was nearly a decade ago, but it was pretty good from what I remember. I remember enjoying Planet Hulk when I saw it. So yeah, and after seeing it, I low-key hope we do get to see, like, another, Hulk solo movie, maybe say a prequel, like, pretty much, that takes place between, Age of Ultron and Thor Ragnarok, because there's a 2 year gap for Hulk, because after he went MIA at the end of Age of Ultron, we finally see him. He's finally come back with Thor Ragnarok. I would like to see maybe say a prequel story that where how he got to the planet, and then maybe him working his way up the ladder. Maybe then we get to see more of a adaptation of the World War Hulk or the Planet Hulk storyline for the fans that read the comic and that really want to see it done in live action, so yeah. Like I said, cast was phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. And one thing I gotta say, Immigrant Song is actually in the movie. In fact, I probably could use this background. You're probably hearing this background music review because I haven't listened to this song nonstop since I got home, because goddamn, the scenes this song plays with are just amazing. I was so freaking hyped when these songs were playing. And one other thing, guys, before I go to the name, I've been pretty much just gushing about this movie nonstop. But I gotta say, guys, I love Chris Hemsworth with the short hair as Thor. Like, low-key, I hope he stays. This is what his appearance looks like throughout the rest of the MC movies, throughout, Infinity Wars, and yes, I want him to keep the short hair because he looks really good. And low-key, I almost want to get my hair to look just like his, but at the same time, I probably couldn't pull it out because I got an afro and I got curly hair, so it's probably not going to work. But goddamn, I love his hair. I love the short hair. Thor's short hair is sweet. I hope it stays like this throughout the rest of the MCU, and also the scene where he actually gets a cut is actually where he gets Stanley's cameo. Thor's like, please don't cut my hair. It was so hilarious. Another thing, this movie is bloody hilarious. Like, seriously, this movie will have you dying laughing. Like, seriously. This movie is Guardians of the Galaxy on crack. Like, seriously, Guardians of the Galaxy was hilarious, but Thor Ragnarok tells Guardians of the Galaxy, hold my beer. Because I was dying. This movie was just straight up ludicrous. I couldn't stop laughing. There were jokes. Like, almost every 5 seconds there was another joke, which apparently is because, apparently the director said, Taika Waititi said that actually, apparently 80% of this movie was improv. So maybe that's why it was so freaking hilarious, but... Okay, enough gushing about this movie. I got it. Now I better give you guys some flaws. Which I only have, 2 flaws. One of them is, I guess, the real legit flaw. The other one is more like a nitpick. Even though it's not really... And so my first problem with this movie is actually kind of ironic because it deals with the comedy. Well, I said that this movie has a lot of jokes and has me dying laughing because that has so many jokes that actually the more serious aspects of the movie don't have as much of a punch as they probably should have because this movie has so many jokes in it and had me dying laughing down majority. So while the serious scenes were serious, they just weren't as serious as they probably could have been if their jokes were kind of not as prevalent. That's like my really only one real flaw with this movie. The second one is the title. Now, when this movie first got the read, like, you know, when Marvel like had the complete redesign the MCU, you know, they changed out the Marvel Studios logo and, you know, redid some of the titles of the movies, like, you know, Spider-Man: Homecoming got a title redesign, which was more like just straight out the titles that being curved like it used to be. Thor Ragnarok had the biggest one, where it went from, like, you know, a title similar to the title of Thor: The Dark World to something that looked like straight out of the '80s. And when I saw it for the first time, I was like, what the fuck is this shit? It looks like ass. What happened to the original? Now, well, the more I look at that logo, it has grown on me a little bit. I kind of still prefer the original Thor Ragnarok logo that was announced when the movie was first out, when they announced, you know, Phase 3. But that's like but that's not even really a problem with me. That's more like a personal preference thing, is that I didn't like the redesign title. But yeah. That is literally it. And also, I don't think I talked about this, but Jeff Goldblum, fantastic. If you want the personification of Jeff Goldblum, complete with this, yes, Lord of Thunder, yes, you will get that with this movie. Jeff Goldblum was fantastic. I don't think I've even talked about Jeff Goldblum. And also, I gotta talk about Valkyrie's character. I loved her. She is an alcoholic. Like, the first thing she did, she comes out face, she's like, I am here to capture Thor. And she falls off like a little, like, I guess, I don't know, walkway. She falls in there. And honestly, we see her, she's like, you know, talking to Thor. Okay, I'll talk to you, Thor, until after I will give you till I'm done with this drink. And she chunks down this huge bottle of alcohol in like less than 10 seconds. Like, and damn, this woman can chug alcohol. But yeah, besides that, without all that being said, guys, I can say that this is without a doubt my favorite movie in the Thor trilogy, and my third favorite MCU movie, which I'll probably only keep that title for a little bit till Black Panther comes out, because them trailers are lit as fuck. Like, seriously, guys, I have not been this hyped for a superhero movie, since BVS, and we all know that turned out. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I came to see you again. Yep. But I have enough faith in the MCU that they're not gonna fuck up that one, but Lord, please, Justice League, please be good when you come out in 2 weeks. But, so, allow me to give you my final verdict for Thor Ragnarok. It is, of course, a 10 out of 10. And I highly recommend this movie to anyone who is a fan of the MCU, who is a fan of Thor, who is a fan of Hulk. If you like buddy cop movies, you like comedies, go watch Thor Ragnarok. And of course, like any MCU movie, there is of course a mid and post-credit scene, so stay tuned for that. The mid-credit scene does have an interest because we see Thor in this spaceship, but then while you're riding through space, we see this giant, huge spaceship appear in front of them. Which, if I was a betting man, it's most likely that's probably like Thanos' ship. Actually, the Infinity Gauntlet makes an appearance in this movie as well too, and also a previous Marvel character also makes an appearance in the movie. I won't spoil who it is. But the scenes when we see him make his return, it was legendary, and I'm so hyped for Infinity Wars. I can't wait to see what Thor is gonna do in there with this, where we actually see him, be the God of Thunder. He's not just wielding a hammer. We actually see him conjuring lightning and firing at people like a Sith Lord. Like I said, guys, I am hyped for hell. So 10 out of 10 is my final verdict. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did, subscribe if you're new, and as always, come back for more. See you guys next time.